Hey everyone, skull902 here, doing this a bit off the cuff, but whatever. Doing my thing of filling in for Vinny, as he's doing his rebrand and all that, and getting things all nice and set up so that he could do streams in this time slot. But here I am, in his place for now, on an unofficial basis. So yeah, here today we're gonna be playing the 8 and 16-bit versions of Sonic 1. Uh, so hello to the chat. Dylan Bradley is first here. Ultimate Spider Plush, Addie Felina, Kennedy, and then we got Lindsay and Jake Kangaroo Mouse, 72 Acemon. Those two brought in the 182 raid. So thanks for the plug, KN. Um, Let's see here. Kel, welcome. Mason Webb, welcome. Flary EV, welcome in. So yeah, hopefully going to be a fun, short little time here today with these two games. So let's switch on over to Kiga Fusion, where I will load up the Master System ROM for Sonic 1 8-bit. Let's get this going. Oh, Flary, you don't have to feel bad about, being late or, whatever. It's all fine. No worries whatsoever. Hi, Roly Poly. Welcome to the stream. Alright, I didn't get 20. Good. And the reason why that's good is because on the levels here with, certain ring amounts, you can get extra lives from the signposts, which is pretty nifty. The death counter is ready. All right, we'll see where it goes. Cripes, this is old school. Yep, old 1991 over here. Going to the originals. Am I going for the Chaos Emeralds? Oh, absolutely. It's no trouble to get the Chaos Emeralds. We'll absolutely be getting them nice shiny things. To get this checkpoint first, though. Yeah, no worries, Flary. I'm doing all the emeralds. I'm getting all of them. Sonic has brown shoes. What is this? The first movie? Are his shoes brown? I always saw them as red with these sprites, but could be wrong. It's not like I've never been wrong in my life. Alright, cool. And that should get us our extra life for this act. There we go. Were his, thinking about it now, were his old shoes brown in the first movie as well? But Skull, it's not time for extra life again. Listen, I'm not quite talking about the charity, though charity is always a good thing. So I know some stuff about getting extra lives in this game, and that's really helpful because some parts can be a little worse than others. Not a bad game by any means, though. Flary says, "Life boy." That's fun. Sometimes you can hit them like this, but I think it's probably like a 1-frame window or something. It's pretty tight. Skybase is why. You get a point there. Skybase can be pretty difficult. I know, I'm just still trying to untrain my brain from turning Extra Life into a plug for you. That was my first major stream I did with you. Well, you know. It's always good to keep in mind. I'm always thinking about it. Not a day passes where I don't think about Extra Life in some capacity. And, you know, I have absolutely no idea what my game plan would be for this year yet, but I do plan on doing it again this year. His baby shoes and his old beat-up shoes were brown. Why am I misremembering his old beat-up shoes as, white? Can we call lives loifs? Yes, but only if you're from the UK. Super Mario in real life. Spaghetti! Oh, jeez. That was almost an addition to the death counter there, my goodness. Hello, Gage the Hedgehog. Yeah, Sonic, take it to the bridge. Oh, you know it, my dude. You know it indeed. Hey, look, a Chaos Emerald. There we go. Yay! And they did it nice by making 50,000 an extra life in the score department as well. The main games wouldn't do that until Sonic 2. Oh, nope, that won't get me high enough. There we go. That's why it's good to get a bunch of rings around here, you know. Shit increases your score. However, it does roll over if you get 100, so I just gotta get as many as I can here and slink off in embarrassment that I wasn't keeping track. How many are in this version of Sonic 1? There are 6 in this game. Hi, Nightshade, welcome.
There's always only 6 in these old ones.
Oh, hello. Yeah, the Game Gear games kept that pretty consistent, actually.
Surprise!
Yes, indeed. Hello, Josh.
That moment when Discord streaming is way choppier than the actual YouTube stream.
I was getting that with Miracle today, too.
Well, it's because YouTube you're streaming in 60, and you're only streaming in 30 on Discord, because they make you pay for that.
30 is not choppy, though.
Well, it's not choppy, but it's not as smooth as 60.
That is objectively true. How are you today?
You know, I'm alright. Did some Warframe stuff just then. Finished the weeklies. Lately, I've been getting back into Yakuza with Taylor. I did Yakuza 6 last night. Started that.
Ooh,
It's been a nice time.
cheer, buddy. Swift, thank you for your brief stop to the stream here. It says popping in for a second because I gotta go to work tomorrow. Good luck with work. Hey, invite Dylan to your stream. I got a stream server here on Discord where you know, sometimes I pop in here and anybody can join me if they wish. And Dylan is certainly a member of that server. However, he's got time constraints, so he can't do commentary after 8 p.m. Eastern. So we're 46 minutes late for Dylan to be able to make an appearance here.
Yeah, that's when the police start patrolling the streets with their searchlights and their audio detection equipment.
Yeah, you know, he lives in a small town. The cops have nothing to do aside from listening on people.
Mm-hmm. That reminds me, I finally beat the Electronics King in Yakuza 0. For some reason, I beat the Pleasure King on my second try and the Gambling King on my first try. Well, the Electronics King is hard because he makes you play the video game and beat his high score.
That son of a bitch.
But hey, congrats. Yeah, he's like the hardest one.
I hate that guy.
Hate that guy.
Alright, enough of that. Let's talk about Spider-Man 2.
Alright then. What's your favorite thing about Spider-Man 2?
Well, I was just making a reference to Donkey's newest video, but, I mean, if we're gonna talk about Spider-Man 2, I haven't played too much of the movie game, but I I've seen the movie plenty of times, and it's one of my favorite superhero films ever made.
What about the pizza music?
The pizza music is pretty legendary.
Yeah, you can't hate the pizza music.
Yeah, nothing bad to say about the pizza music, certainly. That is a meme that I'm sure I could have thought of something to describe it, but it's great.
It's not the cops, more the other household members. Well,
what if they are the police?
I enjoyed the dystopian future that the police are patrolling the streets with searchlights and audio detection to make sure that you can't talk after a certain time.
Alright, lost my shield, but it's alright. Actually, check. Okay, Miracle sent me something. Alright, back to the game. Spider-Man is a good movie, though there's a lot of Tom Holland memes. Like a whole bunch, but a few. Yeah, honestly, all the Spider-Man movie series have, you know, something going for them, which is far more consistency than you know, some other superheroes have gotten, unfortunately. You know, like the Fantastic Four, or like Superman still only has 2 good films, which is a goddamn crime.
Superman has 0 good games as well.
Yeah, the best that you get with Superman in video games is, it's okay. Which is a crying shame, too, because Superman's one of the best.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Rabid. Welcome.
You're just in time to hear us talk about how Superman games all suck.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, it was spurned on from my utter disappointment that Superman only has 2 good movies.
Yeah. 2 good live-action movies, anyway.
Oh, yeah. There's plenty of great animated ones. They know how to treat Superman. Hashtag Superman deserves better. Like, I get that most people are gonna prefer Batman. That's death number 1. Uh, that's not up for debate. People are just gonna
Well,
like Batman more. However,
yeah.
I feel like Superman deserves better when it comes to the multimedia.
Well, James Gunn is in charge of most of these DC movies now, so maybe his take on Superman will be better.
Maybe. Hi, Miracle. For some nostalgia gaming, son. Oh yeah, for sure. I
Winning, son?
stupidly took a death, but you know, that's only from not paying attention. I did need to fall down here. I just did it too prematurely.
Oh my.
Somebody in the chat earlier mentioned they needed Art of Orange Shoes Sonic from this game. And when he's running like that, I can see that it's definitely a lighter color than his previous shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Robert H said brown. I guess someone else said orange. I've always seen them as red, but I can see it like they are much lighter red than.
Yeah. They're orange in this game, I think. Yeah, but like I was playing the Sega Master System remake.
You've been hanging around.
somebody
You've been
did.
been hanging around Georgia too long. The Sega
yeah.
Master System.
Yeah, she's got her slip into English accent with what, and then you've got Sager apparently.
Yeah.
Well, that could be Southern too. Sager.
You know what? You got a point there. You're staying true to your roots.
Exactly. But yeah, I was playing the Sega Master System remake that somebody online did because Mega G Wolf played through it not too long ago.
Oh yeah.
And one of the things they did was recolor Sonic so that he could have red shoes.
Hey, I need to watch those videos. I saw them in my sub feed, but you know me, making myself far too fucking busy.
Yeah. Yeah, like some of the other things they did was well, I assume it's one person who did all that, but one of the things he did is that instead of finding Chaos Emeralds in stages, you actually find them in these bonus stages here, like usual, I guess.
Right, so you don't have to go hunting them down.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I got in here just before. What the hell is happening to you?
Yeah, this special stage is unwieldy as fuck. So, oh shit! If that had happened like a second earlier, I could have escaped. Now I don't get to continue.
I got in here right before you got one of the emeralds from going on a log ride or whatever. You had to like jump down a platform to get one a little bit ago. I was there for that. And I thought, that's weird, you know? But it didn't say anything.
Yeah, this game's got some original gimmicks compared to the 16-bit version.
Yeah, it also doesn't have, like, any loops, weirdly enough.
Yeah, guess they didn't quite know how to program that in 8-bit yet. Or, well, I say yet, but the studio that made this game specifically only worked on this one.
Yeah.
Which is a crying shame, too, because, like, the other ones can be good. It's just, like, I feel like with the physics that they had here, they could have used them as a base to make something, like, actually really great.
Yeah.
This is easily the best Sonic felt in the Master System Game Gear days.
For sure, yeah.
Well, as long as you only count those games. But...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're saying.
Yeah.
I hate that jump right there, because you don't anticipate going up on the upper log. So if you fall down, you know, Contra Syndrome, bye-bye, you know?
Yeah. Wow, eh? Shit. That sucks. Yeah. Even though
that's
there was
something,
just...
that's something they changed in the Game Gear version.
Yeah, thank God. At least they had the presence of mind to be like, okay, well, we gotta crunch the screen, so let's maybe not be as dickish.
So something real fun for Canadians happened yesterday. I don't know if there's any other Canadians here but me, but something super fun happened.
What's that?
Bill C-11 just passed Parliament, which is going to extend the standards for Canadian broadcasts. You know, like how we don't like on TV, we need to broadcast a certain amount of Canadian content, right? And that's like a legislation thing.
It went down from 60 to 4%.
No, actually, it's going to increase to being part of the internet now. We're going to be required to be presented a certain amount of Canadian content on the internet now.
Oh
How does
boy,
that work?
more censorship. Or, well, I guess it's not censorship per se, but... I presume the only way that they could really enforce that is in advertisements.
I guess.
Because it's like the internet is a very much like choose your own experience sort of thing. So there we go. Hey Skull, got a question. Who do you like of Sonic characters? Okay, I did a video a good few years ago.
10 hottest Sonic characters.
I did not rank them by attractiveness, I should say. But like my top 10 list, it is a little revised now. Back when I made the video,
Number 7 is Blaze the Cat.
Blaze was number 4. But like my number 2 and number 1 spots since then have been tied. So I'll just give you like a quick rundown of the list. I think number 10 for me is probably Big the Cat. I got a connection to the character with the Sonic song and all that, and you know, I appreciate his very friendly, laid-back nature. You know, he's literally just a dude that wants his frog. You know, he's not hurting nobody unless if you get in the way of him or his friends, then you're in trouble. But yeah, Big. Wow, cool. Thanks for that game. But Big's a fun character. And then number 9 would be Silver. I think that he's got a lot of good potential, but it hasn't really been realized. So hopefully, with the way that they're doing the games now, you know, if they include him in a story, hopefully, you know, they can finally reach that potential and whatnot. But I think like the whole idea of him is pretty cool, and you know. We didn't get a Sonic character with like full-on psychic powers before him, so you know he's got a pretty cool gimmick and all that. I like Silver.
I love how in the character bible for that game they were literally like, he's Trunks.
Yeah, think future Trunks from Dragon Ball Z. God damn it. This boss does give me some shit. And then next on that would be like my number 8 spot, Dr. Eggman, fucking iconic.
Dr. Eggman, a good Jewish boy.
One of the best villains in all of media, man. You can't help but love him, unless if you know you hate him, which you know why. I don't see why anyone would hate Eggman. He's fun. Whether he's you know, really menacing or a bit more silly, and I think that he's very versatile in that way. He works either way that you write him. That's important.
Just to interject myself into this, I really like them bringing back the serious Eggman in Frontiers.
Oh yeah,
it's been a long time since he was like a serious guy, and so you know I welcome it again.
For sure.
They kind of humanize him so much in that game that I'm kind of wondering how he's gonna be a villain again.
Yeah, they did some really interesting stuff with him in Frontiers, man. Like probably aside from the what the fuck I blurted out when they canonized Styx, probably the most emotional I got during the end was when Eggman is just kind of, you know, he paid tribute to Sage over like the cliffside, and I was like, Eggman, no. Poor guy. There we go. So yeah, Eggman, number 8, I believe. God, who was after Eggman? I believe it was Rouge. So she'd be number 7. Uh, Rouge is just she's got like such a fucking cool factor to her, you know. Uh, you know, fucking super spy extraordinaire. Uh, a master manipulator. She's really cunning. Uh, I just think that she works extremely well as a foil for Knuckles. So there we go. You know, Rouge.
Whenever I think Rouge, I think of like in the 4Kids dub. Whenever she shows
Oh
up, they
yeah,
always play.
they got quite obnoxious with the saxophone, but you know it's one of the it's a charming thing about the dub. After Rouge would be Knuckles. Uh, Knuckles, you know, I just like his story about you know feeling isolated and whatnot. I think that they did some really good character stuff with Knuckles, especially around the adventure era. But he's like a character kind of like Dr. Eggman, where he just kind of works with different writing moods.
I'm gonna disagree with that a little bit. I think that Comic Knuckles did kind of overstay his welcome a little, and I am glad to see serious loner Knuckles back again also. But
Like I think it really depends on the writer. Because Comic Knuckles, the way that they did it in like the more Saturday morning type of games and Sonic Boom, like it works. It's funny when it's supposed to be, but like if you write him the way that you did in Sonic Forces, for instance, and you know that game's supposed to be like a more grounded take, but then Knuckles is still a fucking idiot. Like they wrote him terribly in that game. Not as bad as Tails, but like, come on.
Yeah, and he's supposed to be like the leader of the resistance in that game.
I thought of this plan in like a minute and a half. And then, oh man, 80% of our forces are now dead. Thanks, Knuckles.
that's not to say I disliked Comic Knuckles. I just kind of think that, like,
that they had him be like kind of dopey for way too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, it's just a case of like depends on the writer. But I can see, you know, I feel like much in the way that Colors was in, you know, 2010 when it came out. I do think Frontiers was kind of like a turn in the right direction as far as tone is concerned. So, you know, we kind of needed it.
I'd say like the Sonic movie 2 is like the first thing where like Knuckles is portrayed a bit more seriously.
Yeah.
Why am I angry at the enemy ball? Is my favorite thing.
And then after Knuckles, in the number 6 position would be Tails. Tails is, you know, he's just a fun character. The brainy sidekick to Sonic, and of course he's had his own very nicely done character arcs as well. I think it's a good thing to have, you know, the gadgeteer genius on the team and whatnot. And I kind of like how that it's a stark contrast to Eggman too, because like they're you know, they're of similar brain, but you know, one's good, one's evil. I think that that's a fun little thing to think about.
One thing is that like they had that whole character arc in Sonic Adventure of him being more independent, and they never once followed up on that until Frontiers.
Yeah, they had him basically repeat it in SA2, and then exactly what you said. Just kind of went by the wayside for a while.
And then, even then in Frontiers, they acknowledged him being like kind of out of character in Forces.
Yeah, which I thought was you know, it was much better to do that than to just kind of try to like shove it under the rug and pretend that it didn't happen.
Yeah.
God, I hope there's an air bubble somewhere near. Should be. They're pretty generous with them in this game. There we are.
Yeah.
Just
And even then, like, the 5-second counter is more like a 25-second counter because it goes by really slowly.
Yeah, it is an extremely generous counter.
Just to piggyback onto one is good and one is evil. I really like the Sonic Prime thing, where they have like a dystopian society, and like Tails. I think Tails isn't evil in that, but like
He's just really edgy.
Yeah, he's really different still, and I like that. Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see what they do with 9 and future seasons of Prime. Dylan, thank you so much for stopping by and moderating. I hope that you have a good rest and good luck with your weekend. Cheer, buddy. After Tails, let's see here. Wait a second.
Top 10 sexiest Sonic characters and why they're all Vector.
I'm trying to think right now about because the Chaotix were 5 in my original video, but I said Tails was number 6 here, so I'm trying to think. Hold on. Oops. Yeah, I'll just pause on Sonic getting owned. Big, Silver,
Yeah.
Eggman, Rouge, Knuckles, Tails. Okay, so I got 4 more slots. So number 4 would be the Chaotix just collectively as a group. I do think out of all the best of them, like, or out of them all, like, individually, SBO is probably, like, the best character of them all. Though Vector, I think, of the 3 is my favorite.
So, when I think of the Chaotix now, I only ever think of them in Shadow the Hedgehog, where they're trying to infiltrate Dr. Eggman's computer. Right? And they have Shadow karate chop it.
Which somehow makes a portal into the internet.
Yeah.
Things may not be what they seem. Hey Scoot, welcome to the stream. Don't talk like that. Yet.
Don't kill yourself right now! I'm in the room!
Oh no, what the hell was I going to say? Oh yeah, when you said top 10 hottest Sonic characters and why they're all Vector, I wanted to piggyback onto that and be like, do you remember the top 100 Virtual Boy games list?
They're all Wario Land, yeah.
And they were all Wario Land Virtual Boy? That was fantastic.
Like, go on about the Chaotix, though, like, I put them together because, I feel like, even though, individually they're quite grand, they do work the best together, and they're just fun characters. I fucking love them so much. Not much more to really say about that, but just, they're fun. I love them.
And now Charmy lives in Knuckles' head.
Oh yeah. Hey, you know, if Vector wants to keep Charmy, we're keeping Charmy. I don't want to hurt Vector's feelings. He's cool as hell. Yeah, he is pretty cool. And after the Chaotix was Blaze. I think that Blaze, being you know, her own universe's version of Sonic it's a fun thing to you know, like, I wanted to use the term play around with, but I don't think that's the right term. But I just, you know, the whole alternate universe thing, and Blaze basically being the Sonic of her world is a cool sort of thing, just for the differences. Because, you know, Sonic's pretty social, but Blaze had to kind of learn how to be. Due to, you know, her insecurities and all that. And then, of course, the fire powers, you know. Fucking awesome
Blaze
stuff.
was probably, like, the strongest new character introduced until Sage was the thing.
Yeah. They did her pretty good. It's just a great character. And I can appreciate the hell out of that. Afterward is Shadow because you know he's been terribly inconsistent, but when he's good, it's pretty goddamn good. You know, just the way that the whole Sonic Adventure 2 storyline went, and you know, there were things about what happened afterward that obviously weren't you know terribly great. You know, it's like taking candy from a baby, which is fine by me. You know, like that. You know, no. But I think when you get underneath all that, like, you know, Shadow has a very interesting backstory and just general way about going about things because he's so different. But it's kind of like Blaze in a way where he's like kind of, you know, learning to go about the world in his own way, and his connection with his Team Dark friendos is also something that I really admire. Shadow's just great. What were you gonna say, Rabbit?
Shadow for me kind of alternates between being actually cool at times and being like so edgy and try hard that he's hilarious.
I had no iframes there. What the hell?
I know, right?
Fire is immune to iframes.
Fire!
Oops. Oh,
I still say that we're going to the Ark, so I guess that means we're going too is unforgivable.
yeah. I don't know what the fuck the scriptwriters were smoking that day, or if they just had like an extremely tight deadline, or like what the fuck.
That would probably be the case, yeah.
I do feel like Jason would have said it in the booth and then immediately turn to the audio director and be like, "What? Can we get a read on this?" You know, like.
Look, man, we're just paid to read these lines.
Is this correct? Jason, shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Skull, we all know the candy line was the peak of Sonic writing, and Team Dark doesn't exist. Oh, right, yeah, Team Dark, totally not a thing whatsoever at all. Totally not.
Man, I guess what other thing Ian Flynn is going to change now that he's the lore director?
But yeah, Shadow's just got some really interesting things about him, personality-wise, and in his original story arc, with the disappointing conclusion. Started off really, really well. So, yeah. And then tied for first are Sonic and Amy. Sonic's way more easier to explain. He's just, you know, he's a cool dude. You know, he's proactive. Always does the right thing. But you know, he's not like a Boy Scout either, though. You know, he can be funny. He can be serious if you know, if the situation calls for it. He knows how to kick ass. He's just a fun character, man.
This just in, Brandon doesn't think Boy Scouts are funny.
Well, what I mean by that is that, you know, like the Superman criticism that a lot of people lay out. You know what I mean?
Girl Scouts, however, hilarious.
Girl Scouts are fantastic, and they have the best cookies.
Exactly.
But you know, Sonic with his optimistic, free-spirited sort of nature, like, man, he's a good hero. I like him. Amy's got like sort of a thing similar to Shadow, where it does kind of depend on who's writing, but like, you know, we can ignore interpretations like the ones you know, in Sonic X or Heroes, where I think it got like particularly bad in both of those cases, and try to focus more on ones like the adventure games, Sonic Unleashed, Frontiers for a recent example, where like, you know, she's the heart of the team, just has something about her that you know, that the other characters can possess in parts, but that you feel like the way that Amy goes about it is very unique to her, where she has a great sense of understanding and caring about others. And I don't know. I just think that really makes her endearing. That and they also did like it far more subtle than other examples, but I do think that they did a pretty good job of growing her character for a bit there. Because even though her personality wasn't great in Sonic Heroes, I do think between all the adventure games, you kind of see a progression from Amy becoming more so a bystander to an active hero. And like if you play her story in SA1, you can see like she's kind of slow and whatnot, but she at least knows what she's doing. And then in SA2 she gets better, and then in Heroes she's almost on par with Sonic in terms of abilities. So I thought that was also pretty cool.
Yeah, in Heroes and like Advanced 2 and 3, she's basically Pink Sonic.
Yeah, like I thought that advancement was really well done for her character. And again, it's largely about the personality and just how she has a deeper understanding and care for others. When written correctly, I should say, so that Josh can't interject and give me a counter example. When she's written the right way, I do honestly believe that Amy's the most selfless of the Sonic main cast, and that's pretty awesome. I think a comparison that I made once was whereas Sonic might just save some random person, make sure that they're okay, and then go about his business. Amy's the kind of person who would save somebody, make sure that they're okay, and then take the time to try and get to know them a little bit before she has to go somewhere else. So that's what I feel about my top 10 list of Sonic the Hedgehog characters. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
One thing about Amy is that I find that with the exception of like Sonic Boom, usually the more lighthearted the thing is, the more obnoxious Amy will be.
Yeah. And like you said, with Sonic Boom being the exception to the rule.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
I just wanna hear you do the Boy Scout oath as Sonic. Cause
I mean, do you have it on hand? Can you?
Yeah. Yeah. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, and to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
Damn.
Did you have to do that at some? Did you like join the Boy Scouts at some point, or did you just commit that to memory from something?
Well, I looked it up while you were talking about Amy, so I could have you do that.
Oh, okay. Here, send it to me in writing, and I'll try to do it in Sonic's voice as best as I can.
Okay.
But Robert, no, I hate the Boy Scout argument too, especially when it comes to Superman. So no, like I totally agree with you, my dude. I agreed with you so much that I died for your honor. Okay. Get a couple discords here.
There you go.
All right. Here, let me. I am a bit rusty, but here we go. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to Monkey Dude and my country, and obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
What about morally gay, huh?
Oh, fuck.
Really gay?
Yeah. Never thought about that, did you?
And morally bicon.
Hell yeah, dude. Sonic's a bi king.
I have friends who interpret him that way, and with the way they explain it, I can see it.
I'd see Sonic as either straight or just outright asexual, to be honest.
Katie, welcome to the stream. Hello. No!
No.
Well, I'm absolutely fucked, but... Okay, well, I have rings now, so... Hopefully. Ooh, goodness. Yeah, there's some flashing going on. This is an old ass game from 1991, so we didn't know anything
Epilepsy
about
wasn't a
seizures.
thing they didn't care about in video games until the Pokemon anime incident happened.
At least this isn't the Game Gear version where like the final boss is so fucking egregiously bad in the Game Gear version, it's not funny. Hey, if you saw this question, do you have an OC? I have a shitpost OC, but not like an actual serious one.
Honestly, you should just be glad I didn't make you recite the Scout Law.
Just a big ass book.
Yeah, the Scout Law is like a 12-point thing that they have to all be.
That's against the law.
That's against the law. I
I could read it.
total corporate slave.
I can read it right now to tell you how long that is.
You can save it.
We're good. I'll take your word for it.
Thankfully, this isn't the Game Gear version that, that adds the screen crunch, but also, death turrets, during this part.
Yeah, they add cannons everywhere, which is interesting.
I feel like I was above that.
Are you saying that death was below you?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And, yeah, you can't see that platform in the Game Gear version unless you duck down.
Oh, no, in the Game Gear version, you can't even see it at all.
Oh, you can't even see it at all?
Yeah,
That's right, okay.
You gotta make a leap of faith for it. Even though I do have the Chaos Emerald tied to this playthrough now, this is still...
It's still the easiest way
yeah,
to get through the level.
It is way easier than the normal way. Yep. Chaos Emerald collect. Oop. Oop. There we are. Home free. Alright, so now I have like 17 lives to do the final boss with. A couple continues. Oh yeah, I was right on the... Oh shit, 18 lives now. Cool.
Lit.
Hell yeah.
This must be the way to the Sky Deck.
Oh, you know what?
It's weird that Skybase has a unique theme on Act 2, but both of the other acts just use Scrap Ring.
Yeah, that is rather strange.
No noise for bashing into that glass, or whatever that is?
Yeah, only when you break it. This is a bit weird, but... Okay.
I think it does have a noise, it just doesn't also play while the electric thing is going off.
Ah, damn. Got a little too cocky. Skull, we have 22 people watching. Well, I appreciate all of you. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, nope, that's not the one where I can do it twice. You got this skull? Oh, thank you.
I like this jovial boss theme for the final boss.
Oh yeah, it just uses the same music the whole time.
Yeah. I don't think the 16-bit version like had a unique final boss theme either, but it was more
It did.
climactic sounding by comparison. Oh, it did? Okay.
Yeah, Final Zone has its own tune.
Oh yeah, do 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 do.
We'll see that in a moment here.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, there we are. Alright, 3 tries, not bad.
First try. Eggman? There we go.
Just don't die, it's that easy. Ah. Yeah, I should have thought of that.
Oh yes, the Chaos Sapphires.
Mm-hmm. Ah, beautiful. Clean up that pollution. 'Cause clean is better than dirty.
And dirty is meaner than clean.
Let's all give a helping hand. Sonic can't do it alone.
Ah yeah, high score.
Mm-hmm. Mine should be pretty good actually for this one. You know, 16 lives left. Thank you on the GG and the dab and epic sorry, epic gamer moment.
Hey, Cindy D, alright.
Thank you, thank you. 455,800. Good stuff. Do 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 do. Yeah. While the credits are going on, I can put your guys' names in the title.
Hey.
Yep, 8 deaths for Sonic 1 8-bit. We're gonna move on to the 16-bit version after the credits here.
Where there will be 16 deaths for consistency.
But what if I do it deathless?
Oh yes, Green Hill, the only level theme in the Genesis version, because they'd have to pay Masato Nakamura for the other tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Do, 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 do.
What song is Sonic singing? Wrong answers only. Well, certainly not Missouri Day from Sonic Unleashed.
Of course not.
Absolutely not. Vandalize.
Clearly he's singing Sex Bomb.
There we go. Good stuff.
Presented by Sega and
The end of Sega.
Dreams of Absolution.
Now it's time for the 16-bit game, specifically the Japanese version.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because they fixed the spike glitch and Labyrinth Zone has cool effects in the background.
Yeah, and they got like scrolling clouds and stuff.
Yeah, they do in the Genesis version here too, but in the Japanese or Genesis, the Western version too. But in the Japanese version, the scrolling clouds here in Green Hill are like way fucking faster.
Yeah.
So that's fun. That song doesn't have lyrics, so it can't be that. What if it's Sonic making guitar noises with his mouth? Get fucked, special stage 1. Yeah. That works. Whee! I don't know why this thought came into my head, but I remember looking up Wii Virtual Console releases and thinking that it was kind of funny that Sonic 1 was available to purchase on the Nintendo Wii before Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah. So that was an interesting time.
So, it was like a matter of like a week, but still.
Have you ever played like the mod or whatever of this Sonic Forever? Or Sonic 1 Forever, or whatever they call it?
I'm not
It's kind of
sure.
similar to Sonic 3 Air.
I don't think so.
Yeah, well, they had like things like the spin dash and drop dash and stuff, and they have elemental shields and so on.
That's cool.
They have a much nicer looking menu, lets you have save files and stuff.
Hey, kind of like Sonic Classic Heroes, but with more options.
Yeah. Basically, it's the most customizable version of Sonic 1.
I know I've heard about it, but not try it out myself.
Didn't I help you make that? Because you need the mobile decomp files to get it working, right?
You helped me out with that, yeah. And they did the same for Sonic 2 a little while later.
Hey. Can someone cover what Robert said?
Let's see. Just had the thought randomly that with IDW losing the Transformers rights, that means the Mega Drive Megatron will remain the closest thing we got to a Sonic Transformers crossover.
Oh no.
I didn't even know they did that. That's pretty funny.
Who has the right to make Transformers games right now?
I don't know.
Couldn't tell you.
The last one I remember was the one that Platinum made, and that was published by Activision, but that was a while ago, and Activision doesn't really do licensed games anymore.
There was some Transformers game that I don't remember what the hell it was at all, but I remember being really interested by it.
Yeah.
Damn, this one looks really goddamn fun. But again,
Which,
I didn't.
What system was it for?
I think it was a 7th generation game, so it narrows it down
Yeah.
like a little tiny bit, but I wouldn't be able to begin to tell you.
Are you talking about Transformers Devastation?
That's the one I
Maybe?
was talking about earlier.
Yeah. No, that's the one that Taylor was talking about earlier. Yeah.
I'd have to look at
There's some
gameplay
good
to really know
Transformers
for
games
sure.
out there. Let's see. The Mega Drive Megatron with the Genesis repaint, a PlayStation Optimus Prime. Both Megatrons had a Sonic cartridge. That's neat.
I don't know why my mind flashed back to early Archie with Robotnik's Urkelbot.
Oh yeah, Urkelbot. Yeah, that's the story of where like he where he tried like killing Sonic with parodies of comic book characters.
Yeah.
So that he made robot versions of, and
Spawn
he tried
more.
to spawn more, and he tried to make one of Wolverine, but he ended up making Wolf Urkel instead.
Right, yeah, Wolf Urkel.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
yeah,
Sonic's like,
Urkelbot-
why does his voice sound so familiar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Urkelbot was just a straight up character in Family Matters, now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
That show was wild.
It really was. It became like this blue collar, like police sitcom to like a batshit science fiction show.
For real. Still remember an episode where Urkel like fucking blew up the world. Or at least it was like Laura Winslow's bad dream. Like, damn, that's pretty fucking dark. And of course, the last thing that happens before the bombs go off is, did I do that?
That makes me think of a Key and Peele skit, where like the actor who plays Winslow is like, God damn it, I can't take this anymore. The next script, you have Urkel blowing up the entire world, so the only two people left are Urkel and Winslow, and then Winslow drinks a potion and becomes a clone of Urkel.
When you're saying Winslow, do you mean Carl?
Yeah, Carl, yeah.
Reginald Bell Johnson, by the way. Easily one of the best sitcom dads.
For sure.
Carl was fucking fantastic.
He was also the cop in Die Hard, so I guess he just really liked playing cops.
Yeah, that's some like his most frequently done role is like everyone just sees him and is like, ah, okay, you're playing a cop.
Yeah. Yeah, almost all of his roles are cops, from what I'm seeing on Wikipedia.
He just has a propensity for being cast as an officer.
I guess so, yeah.
He's got the look.
But now, like, he can moonlight as a real police officer and get arrested, and everybody's gonna be like, why would they arrest a police officer?
Carl Winslow wasn't a real officer?
Yeah.
Nani? I don't understand.
I am Confucian. AmeriCarl, explain.
Let's see, the new Transformers game, Transformers Reactivate, is being done by Splash Damage. Haven't heard of them. But Hasbro is making their own game studio. That's neat.
Hopefully it is a good game studio and they give us a good Power Rangers game, come to think of it.
Yeah, I'd like some good Power Rangers games. So, when the fuck are they gonna do a Jim and the Holograms game, huh?
Jim is her name.
Let's see. Splash Damage did such games as Wolfenstein Enemy Territory, Batman Arkham Origins multiplayer,
Okay.
Halo the Master Chief Collection on PC.
Alright.
They worked on that.
Oh, like just specifically the PC port? Alright.
Yeah. Brink. They did Brink.
Okay.
Gears of War Ultimate Edition.
Alright.
It seems like a majority of what they do is they help do multiplayer modes for things.
Yeah.
And port things over.
I mean, Transformers Reactivate seems to be a multiplayer game, so...
Some studios can make their name by doing that. You brought up Master Chief Collection, and like that reminded me of how the original PC and Mac versions of Halo Combat Evolved were ported by Gearbox. And that's kind of like how they got their start. In fact, I think that's still most of what they do, isn't it? Port console games to PC.
No, Gearbox makes a bunch of their own stuff in Borderlands now, so...
I know that they officially own the Duke Nukem IP.
Yes.
One thing with it, and people thought that it was okay at best, and haven't heard much about them, honestly, since then.
Yeah, they did Duke Nukem Forever, and that kind of, released Duke Nukem Forever, and like...
Yeah. They
patch together
finished,
what was done.
Yeah, they
and,
finished Duke Nukem Forever.
Yeah, and then basically have done nothing with it since then, aside from like a remaster of Duke Nukem 3D back in 2016.
They put Duke Nukem in Bulletstorm remastered.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that. That was random as hell.
Hey,
Like
Felicia.
Bulletstorm was like that came out like a decade ago. Why are you doing that just now?
Welcome to the stream. Says, I joined when you were in the jungle level in the 8-bit version. Just skimmed, hold on. Just skimmed through back from the beginning of the stream and just caught up now. Ah, hi. Hello. Hello.
Oopsie, the Game Gear Sonic games are so cute, but also so frustrating from a gameplay perspective. I think most of them are pretty easy, aside from Sonic 2.
Yeah, Sonic 2 is pretty fucking ball-bustingly hard.
And that's mainly the first boss. Which
Yeah,
they made harder for no reason.
A lot of that's the first boss. The Master System version's a fucking cakewalk in that respect, though.
Yeah.
And then,
Because not only can you see more of what's going on, but it also has a set pattern of, like, how the rocks bounce.
yeah. Sonic's super floaty jump also helps.
Mm-hmm.
Sonic Chaos, I think, is a pretty good one. Not the best the series has to offer or anything like that, but, you know, it's a serviceable game.
It's a Sonic game.
It's you know, if you're looking for Sonic on the go, it's not a bad choice whatsoever.
Yeah, I'd recommend the Sonic Advance games over that, but, you know, it's not bad if you want to play it.
Triple Trouble, I didn't really play much of the original version, so I can't really, you know, say for sure. I haven't beaten a whole lot of them, to be entirely fair. Sonic Blast, I feel like I could absolutely beat, it's just I keep getting bored by it.
Blast isn't great.
Yeah,
Triple Trouble's alright. Like, you know, it's pretty easy too.
I think it's one of the ones that people like the most. If it's not this one, usually people be like, oh yeah, Triple Trouble.
It feels more fully realized than Chaos does, I think. And it's like, you know, not based off of a pre-existing game.
Right.
And it introduced Knack, or Fang, or whatever you want to call him.
Yeah, him.
Knack is back, baby!
Exactly.
Here comes
Nah.
the money.
Yeah.
There is a 16-bit version of Triple Trouble, right? I didn't just imagine that, right? It's a fan-made remake of the original.
Yeah, it's
And
really good.
Yeah, it's really good. I played it on stream a couple times between the end of December and the middle of last month. It's a fun time. I really like how Fang plays in that one. Because, like, you get the projectiles and stuff, but you still can kill enemies by jumping on them, but you gotta be, like, really smart about it. Which I think, you know, gives experienced players a nice challenge.
Yeah.
And then Metal Sonic was also nice and fun to play as.
Yeah, he's pretty neat.
He Metal, he Sonic.
Yeah, he's not that much different than normal Sonic, but you know.
You get the cool shield thingy, at least, from SA2 multiplayer.
Yeah.
A little bit more of a reliable glide than Knuckles, but obviously without the wall scaling. Felicia, I think you're the first person I've ever seen describe Silver Sonic as cute, but you know, you valid.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's basically like a Sonic version of the Terminator, more or less.
Oh yeah, in the 8-bit one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fun. Gee, buddy. Chaos Emerald number 5, let's go! Hopefully I don't fuck it up! Cause it's one of the harder ones.
Gooey gooey.
5 and 3, I think, are the hardest ones. I got a pretty set pattern for 3.
How random. Yeah, 5 we made a bit too hard, so we'll make 6 easy.
Yeah, 6 is pretty alright. There we go.
And then 7 from the Taxman remake personally drives over to your house and kicks you in the balls.
Yeah, no, that one took me so fucking long. So many attempts. It's like they made it with the original physics in mind, and not like the new ones. So like the special stages from the original are already made harder by the new physics. And then they got this one that just, you know, kicks you in the dick. Wasn't a fan. Mm-hmm. Started thinking of startlingly different character designs between Game Gear games and comics, and I remembered
69 rings.
a
Aw.
Karadia the Rabbit. hold on. From Tails Sky Patrol, OMG, she basically went from an old school style Looney Tunes character to Rouge, but if she was like Vanilla the Rabbit but younger, I guess, lol.
Oh yeah, like the redesigns for like the Tail Sky Patrol villains and Archie reboot.
Oh, okay, you said reboot, so that was later. Miracle,
Yeah.
hope that you enjoyed your time here today. Thanks for the VC earlier, and for you stopping by here. Hope that you have a good rest of your day, or sleep, my dude. Thank you so much for everything. Hey, how long did it take you to beat Sonic 2? I beat it in 34 minutes, all emeralds collected. Really? Are you speedrunning?
Man, somebody in the chat certainly has a massive penis right now.
Sonic 2 usually takes me around about an hour to beat. With the Chaos Emeralds collected. If I beat it with the bad ending, it'd probably take me more like 40 minutes.
Sonic 2 takes I don't know how long because I never counted and I never bother getting all the Chaos Emeralds.
If there's one thing that's not Rabid's forte in video games, it's classic Sonic special stages.
I'm like, yeah, Eggman can rule the world, I guess.
Alright. We got this.
Whatever, I think the normal ending in Sonic 2 is better anyway.
Yeah, honestly, the standard ending of Sonic 2, the bad ending, quote-unquote, where, like, Sonic and Tails actually, you know, have that sort of thing. You know, Tails catches Sonic when he needs to be caught. It's a little better than Sonic just blowing him off. Hey, Skull, check your Twitter, I sent you something. Alright. Go and have a look at that real quick.
Bird app.
Bird app indeed. Oh, what an adorable pupper. Got like a German Shepherd puppy. That's so adorable. Here, I'll paste to you guys. What a good doggy. Oh, here, you know, put it in the chat too. Why not? That probably would have been easier than doing it on Discord and the chat, but whatever. There you go now. I named him Shadow after Shadow the Hedgehog. Had a feel. But I wish him a long, healthy life. Anime King, hello. Says, hi guys.
Did somebody say anime?
How is cast membering at Disney going?
It's like one of my Japanese anime.
Oh my god, I'm
It is
talking
like-
about like piss and shit, and you're going on to some Japanese show I don't give a fuck about.
That is a cute dog.
I like to pretend Sonic went super for the first time in Doomsday Zone, so Sonic 2 had canon bad ending anyway.
Well, Sonic is super at the start of that game.
It's kind of the
Yeah.
whole reason, like, he needs to find the Chaos Emeralds. Like, it's not a bad idea, Robert. It's just,
Yeah.
You'd have to
Like,
change
Sonic
like the
3
beginning of Sonic 3 a little bit.
Yeah, like 3 literally takes place immediately after the end of Sonic 2.
My favorite thing about The Incredibles 2 is that it takes place 6 seconds after the original movie is over, but everybody sounds 10, 15 years older. That's fantastic.
6 seconds is an oddly specific time.
I don't know why that's the official thing too, because like when it starts, like it starts during the very end of the first movie. You hear Underminer be like, "Yeah, I'm the Underminer," because it's that's what he sounds like.
That clearly you should be his official voice actor.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I would never dream of replacing John Ratzenberger.
Yeah, I was gonna say whenever John Ratzenberger dies, Brenda could come in there and be like, "Hello, Woody, I am Ham," you know.
Well, I got
Hello,
like a
Woody, I'm the
million hits on
Underminer.
him. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Take that, Eggman.
I like how Eggman's strat for that one is
Tee-hee, I'm just gonna put a spike at the bottom.
He doesn't go too terribly big, honestly, on his contraptions for this game. He's just like, oh yeah, I'll add like a flail to the Eggmobile. Why not?
Yeah. And speaking of, Labyrinth doesn't fucking do anything. He just straight up flies away.
Oh jeez, this is a real bitch of a corridor. I bet Sonic won't be able to make it through here.
Oh shit, he made it through here.
Gee, I hope my hitbox is still active.
Considering these are supposed to be like old ruins, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if all he did here was just throw a bunch of robots.
Yeah.
He doesn't. I wonder how much of a threat he sees Sonic as right now. Because
Well,
like
this
this
is
is
supposed to be like the first time they meet, so
yeah, probably not a whole lot. So like just put a spike on my thing. I'll kill him eventually. Who cares? You know.
yeah.
I wonder what the canon is actually for Sonic and Eggman meeting, because not to get all fucking nerdy on everyone, the Japanese manual does say that they fought plenty of times before, but obviously no telling if that's actually like official canon these days. Mason Webb, hello,
Well,
welcome
that's
to the
the
stream.
manual.
You read the manual?
In the manga adaptation of this, he was still in his rock band.
That was a fun manga.
Eh.
If I could find a fucking translation for the other two parts, because
They translated the whole thing back in the day. I don't know if like anybody like has it up.
when I was doing my research for the Sonic 1 Extra video, I could only find like someone's Imgur album of the first one,
Mm.
and that was cool and all.
It even had Vector the Crocodile in it, so that's
Yeah.
technically his first appearance.
Exactly. It was cool and all, but it's like, man, I want to see more of Eggman with his weird yes vocal tick.
Yes!
He says yes at the end of like almost every one of his sentences. It's great.
Well, it's a Japanese thing, I guess. They like a lot of their characters having weird vocal tics.
And a Captain Falcon thing.
Well, yeah, he's Japanese.
But he's the best one because he goes, yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And he's voiced by Vegeta.
Falcon kick.
Fuck yeah! I like how they had him do like nothing after that until that one random trailer where they just had him slurping ramen.
Well. You're confused because you took a nap? Well, I beat Sonic 1 8-bit. Now I'm moving on to the 16. I'm in the second half of the 16-bit game.
Man, the graphics got a lot better all of a sudden.
I managed to get all the Chaos Emeralds, so I'll be getting the good ending. Oh, I thought he despawned for a moment.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna get Sonic so good. Ah. Lots of comments. My goodness. Also, come to think of it, I don't know why, but for the longest time, I remember thinking the Classic Era as in-universe having taken place like 4 years before the start of the modern era, like SA1. But that's not an unusual assumption because, you know, back when official character ages were a thing, you know, Amy was listed as 8 in the Classic Era, and then 12 with Sonic Adventure. So I can see why people would think that way, especially with Generations being like, yes, classic Sonic is, you know, Sonic's past.
Though, like, Sonic Jam still listed Sonic as being like 15, 16 years old. So.
Yeah, it's a bit of a thing. I can see why people think that.
Sonic Adventure just takes place like a week later, and suddenly he's green eyes.
Lucky Tails, welcome to the stream, by the way. Hope you've been having a good Friday. That's the second time in a row I made the music restart without getting the drowning music. It's fun. I wonder what the window of opportunity for that is.
I know I bring this up every time, but I love the bubble noise in Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis.
Oh, yeah. Erky. Yes, I am having a good Friday. Good. How old is Amy now? However old you want her to be, I guess. Official character ages are no longer a thing.
Her last officially listed age was 12, but, you know, whatever.
Yeah, they thought of it, I guess, as like too complicated an issue and just, you know, struck the official ages for coding instead. So, you know, we got, you know, Tails and Cream, they're like the kid-coded characters. And Charmy as well. Whereas Sonic, Amy, Knuckles, etc. are supposed to be like older, but like vaguely.
Yeah. And
like they're still
in the
young.
Archie Comics era, like pre-reboot, when she fucking like did a magic thingy to become older.
Yeah.
She was Sonic's age.
And then Sally was like, "Lol, you didn't actually get those years, you fucking cheat code user." She was basically the penguin from Mario 64. Even Sonic now can be 97 years old if you want them to be. Yeah, see? Or every Sonic character, I guess. Robert gets it. Amy is 21, she can drink now. If you wish.
And I found the whole manga, so I'll link that to you now.
Yay!
Well, they're supposed to be older now too, right? They're supposed to like have a big old time skip where they're going on vacation or bettering themselves in some way.
I'm wondering how they're gonna handle that in whatever the DLC and the next game is.
Yeah. Amy's supposed to be having a big old girl trip with cream and sticks.
What the fuck? I wish I had been recording my fucking reaction to
I wish I could have heard it.
Cause like I think I've recreated it pretty well at times, but like there's no beating the genuine original.
I've mentioned this before, but Taylor and I have started playing a Great Ace Attorney with Georgia, and she had this wonderful moment where she realized a twist in the story, and she went, "But what if? What if, you guys?" And
What if?
and that moment, the like aha moment that she had, was genuinely very infectious. It made me smile.
Yeah.
Anime King, thank you for being here. Good luck at the end of your shift there, and I hope things go well. I hope you enjoyed, and if you come back again, I look forward to seeing you. But yeah, like that sort of stuff is just, you know, sometimes you just get like a really genuine reaction from something, and it's good times. Oh boy, fam, here we go. The best strategy here is actually not to hit Eggman.
Just pretend he's not there.
Yeah. You know, you still have to time your jumps and whatnot, but, like, you know, if you hit Eggman, obviously he's gonna come back down, See, here we go.
You can beat him if you're in an Ultra Giga Chad, but it doesn't really make a difference because he'll still fly up anyway.
Yeah, I've done it before. It turns his hitbox off, which, you know, if you don't want to get screwed over, I guess if you have no rings at the end. Under the extremely unlikely circumstance that you'll run off the capsule and fucking hit him. But it happened to me once. Speaking of genuine reactions, sure did happen to me
yeah.
once.
Well,
With you and Kat there.
yeah.
Shit. Oop. There we go.
Oopsie poopsies.
And doop. I saw Chari 6's, or 5's rather, live stream blind playing Frontiers. When we got the Sticks and Tangle being mentioned, I screamed in confusion both times at the thought of them being in the modern games. Whisper 2, I guess because Sonic forces speed battle. Yeah, I was very surprised to hear, you know, comic characters, Sticks from Boom being canonized in the main series. I thought that, you know, that was all spin-off material.
I'm not as surprised with like Tangle because you know Ian Flynn made her and he wrote the fucking game. But Sticks, I was very surprised by.
Yeah, I'm a little less surprised by the comic ones. But even still. Oh my god, wait a minute, but if speed battle could be counted, does that mean Long Claw is... Oh god. I don't think that counts, but
Speed Battle does not fucking count. It's a spin-off. It's a mobile game.
I would be all for Longclaw being made canon, if only because of, much like in the movie, how her art style is so fucking different that it's weird.
Yeah, it was clearly, like, done back during Sonic's original design and wasn't changed at all in the final movie.
Fuck. Come on, Sonic, you can do it. There we go. But yeah, you know, if got Longclaw, you know, it would be fun for that reason. Longclaw, of course, Sonic's mother figure. Tails his father.
Yes, exactly.
So that was your dad? It'd be even better too because we got like proper bird characters with the Babylons who are also now canon.
Yeah.
So the stark contrast and difference would be even more apparent, and I love that.
Yeah. And there have been, like, owl characters in Sonic media before, and like, yeah, they sure look like Sonic characters, but Longclaw just straight up looks like a real owl.
Fucking Guardians of, or sorry, Legend of the Guardians, the Owls of Ga'Hoole over here.
Yeah.
That was a good movie, by the way.
It was, yeah.
It's some of the best fucking CG that I'd ever seen, I swear. That scene where the main character owl, he's going through like the wave. My god, beautiful stuff.
Probably like another one of the movies with like the best CG I've seen is Ringo. I don't know if you've ever seen that or not.
I've not. The art style always looks so fucking weird to me. But, you know, that's like late 2000s, early 2010s CG animation for you, I guess. But come on, let me up there. Wait, Skull, what you're saying is Longclaw is Sonic's non-canon mother, and, no, I'm not saying Queen Alina is canon. None of Sonic's mothers are canon. He's got, like,
Yeah.
he's got, like, 4 or 5 of them, actually. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, and he had one in the Archie comics, and then they had to get rid of her post-reboot.
Bernadette.
Because Sega doesn't want parents anymore. But they were allowed to do it in the movie because, like, Sega had no oversight.
Yeah. Sega be like, no parent characters. Sega also creates Vanilla the Rabbit.
Yeah.
Which was many years before, but still.
Yeah, she's like the only exception.
And she's a good exception. Vanilla the Rabbit's a good character. Or, of course, her Sonic X name, Cream's mom.
Cream's mom?
It's so weird, too, because they had named her in the show before, but then, like, in the 3rd season, they just fucking forgot.
I mean, I guess, yeah. I mean, they fucking called Eggman's base Chaos Control, so, you know.
Is that what Chaos Control is?
Yay, even teeter-totters. Beautiful. So Sonic's an orphan, that's sad. Maybe he's not, I don't know. Maybe
He
we
could have parents, they're just never mentioned.
Yeah, you know, he keeps his parents out of the spotlight so that people don't bother them. Clearly.
The only ones we know for sure that are orphans are Shadow and Knuckles.
Mm-hmm. Nicely done, Skull. Oh, thank you.
Vector's love interest. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, that was a thing again in the IDW comics, and surprisingly, Sega was the one who pushed for that.
Not quite surprising, because Sega of Japan was also like, hey, we're gonna make Sonic X, so it was their idea in the first place, so I can see it from the perspective of, like, hey, let's do things our way. I had no idea that all those rings and shit were down there. Never fell in that pit before today. Chia, buddy. But yeah, Vector and Vanilla had a pretty good dynamic, and I'm glad that it's coming back. Excuse me, ma'am. Would you allow me undisturbed entry into your asshole? Okay, Vector. I know nothing about dating, but I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to teach you some tact. Ah! Oh goodness.
And of course, we all know SBO for his most famous line.
Prepare to die, Eggman!
Oh yeah. Death to the evil one. Prepare to die, Eggman.
It's like, Jesus, guy, calm down. This is Sonic Heroes.
SBO, what the fuck? Yeah, a line that would have been much more fitting with the tone of Shadow the Hedgehog, and we got it in Sonic fucking Heroes.
Yeah. Probably like the most lighthearted game in the series.
Certainly one of them. My god. The dude needed a chill pill. Okay, thanks for not letting me jump off of that when I pressed the button the first time. Okay, cool. Fine, I'll go this way. Wanted to see if I could do the cool secret, but fine, whatever.
No.
Not today.
Not today, Andrews.
Wrong again, Andrews. You're playing in this game. But coach, I have 8.
Yeah, well, so does Magic Johnson.
You know, I'm surprised they'd... I wonder when that episode came out then, actually. Because they could have brought that up as an example, depending on if it was, you know, after his announcement. I wouldn't know offhand, obviously. Unfortunately, I'm not quite a Captain Planet aficionado.
Damn. If there are any Captain Planet stands out there.
Yes, do please let us know.
Captain Stanitz, if you will.
Captain Stanitz. Well, guys, I gotta go. I'll see you later. Bye. Names. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your viewership. I hope that you liked, and if you happen to, you know, come by again, I look forward to seeing you. So have yourself a good rest of your day, and take care.
Like, subscribe, and leave a favorite.
Leave a favorite. Booyah. I did the shortcut route, my dude. This is the easiest way to beat this stage.
Welcome to Labyrinth Zone Act 4.
Trust me, my dude, I know what I'm doing. I beat Sonic 1 probably, like... I don't know, like...
I can beat Sonic 1 in my sleep paralysis.
in my sleep paralysis. I've beaten it a lot, is the point. Probably like 70 times by now. At one point in my life, this was like my bored with nothing to do game. Well, I know how to beat Sonic 1 like a fucking boss, guess I'll just do that. If I needed to pass the time or whatever. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Do kind of miss having the spin dash. So it makes the little energy ball part a little more bearable.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Have you ever tried playing Sonic Origins on this computer?
Yeah, I did like very briefly. It works. However, the keyboard bindings are still shit, so I'd have to like break out my DualShock to play it, which obviously isn't the end of the world.
Yeah.
Poor thing, I could probably use that controller more, to be honest. Immediately got like displaced by my Xbox controller. Poor DualShock, man. I usually just use it for 2D games. Eggman, you can die now, please. Thank you.
Okay.
Did you time that?
No, it was a lucky coincidence. There we go. Game's beaten.
You press a button, game's beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually what I did this whole time.
Yeah.
Gee, I'm sorry. I'm sorry this was a deathless run. No 16
Well-
deaths to even it out.
You press the beat a game button. There's no way there could be any death.
Yeah.
Let's see, I can beat Sonic 1 in my sleep paralysis, plus lack of rings in this part reminded me of the final boss sequence in 16-bit Sonic 2, to which I thought, ah yes, Mecha Sonic, my sleep paralysis demon.
Carol, yes.
He's a toughie, especially when you lack experience with the game.
You two's in jail.
What did they all do? I thought they were an alright band.
They did that performance at the Super Bowl once, and it was cool. Good job, Skull. Thank you, Kel. First try with no deaths on the death counter. Yeah.
Phoenix Rye.
Well, I guess, if I had to prove my point about, I've played Sonic 1 far more than any sane human being I think ever would in their life. There we go. Lol, Mecha Sonic, the sleep paralysis demon. Hey, again, like he's tough. It does like take a lot of learning to really know how to like beat him really effectively.
Is that Sonic EXE?
Oh jeez.
Somebody named themselves Papa in the credits, and I bet it's just because they were a father, right? But
Yeah.
Maybe.
Special thanks to Papa.
God damn you, End. Still one of my favorite things you've ever done.
Lol.
This end can suck my dick!
Beautiful. Much like that soundbite. Okay.
Sega!
were you trying to do the 3D blast scream?
Yeah.
Sega!
Sega!
Love that one. Though it's very obviously no Sega. Alright, fam. We're almost at 2 hours. We'll do like a short Q&A, whatever, just to get us to 2 hours, I guess. Questions, comments, concerns, complaints, whatever you want to talk about. We'll be here for a few. I do have plans, so I gotta wrap this up pretty quick. Yeah, but I can spare a few minutes. I've liked talking to you guys thus far throughout the stream, so uh,
How
so
many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
Well, I'm very glad you asked that. Let's find out, shall we? 1, a 2, a 3, a 3.
3 it is.
to lead this off, for those of you that have played both, do you prefer the 8-bit Sonic 1 or the 16-bit game? I myself, honestly, I'm kind of leaning toward the 8-bit game. Like, I love Sonic 1 on the Genesis a lot, but I think there's some more solidness to Sonic 1
8-bit is
8-bit.
a lot more consistent in terms of balancing like speed and platforming, whereas like the 16-bit version has half the game is like slow ass levels.
Yeah, and I can see that argument certainly. Actually, I'm curious. Do you or KN know who's voicing Big on 182 these days? I don't think that they've recast the part, which is a little weird, considering how long it's been. But um, I am not involved in the process of selecting a new voice. Uh, I know I had a suggestion like back when I originally told KN, "Hey, I'm gonna leave," but uh, you know, it's like I was just a cast member. My suggestion didn't mean jack shit. So you know,
Get Mega She-Wolf to do it.
he actually is a really good Big the Cat. So
They should get John St. John to do it. I bet he'd love it.
And just do the voice he does now.
Hi, I'm Big.
Yeah.
yeah, Froggy. But yeah, no, I'm not involved in the recasting process, and you know, and with Rabbit suggesting Mega G Wolf, they should just fucking reach out to him. I'm sure he'd be fine with doing it. I emailed him once. He was pretty easy to reach.
And he was gonna play Big for Big's Big Fishing Adventure 3, but I don't know if that's ever gonna be released now.
Darn. Spidey says 16-bit. Felicia says 16-bit versions all the way. They're also nostalgic for me though, and the art style of the 8-bit is arguably more cute. Kel says I've only played 16-bit, so I chose that one. Both look pretty fun though. Gotcha. So it's 16-bit across the board. Unless if you're asking the hosts, I guess.
Yeah.
All you gotta do to get a hold of John St. John is to give him some purple coins. Froggy likes them.
Drug.
I really like Kyle A. Bear's very simpleton take on Big. I don't know. I was just looking for a place to fish and now I'm here.
He sounds a lot more chill, which is how Big is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Oh, howdy do there, Sonic.
He reminds me of how Big Bird used to sound before
Hi,
they,
Gordon. I'm Big Bird.
yeah, before they aged him up a little bit more.
They gave him a brain. That's why his head got bigger. Uh, fuck, what was I gonna say about Big? All right, yeah, his Sonic Prime voice though, man, nothing against the actor whatsoever. But they made him sound too smart.
Yeah.
Oh, why, hello there, Sonic, my good friend and compatriot. I mean, it's a big guy voice, so it's not like the most unfitting thing in the world. It's just Big's supposed to kind of just sound stupid.
Yeah.
Well, I would argue the word is more aloof, but
Sure.
Oh.
Lucky Tails Game Room asks, may I hear you do your Big impression again? No.
no.
Speaking of Frontier's voices, did you know the end is voiced by both Sidney Robinson, Amy, as well as, I forgot his name, but Knuckles, Nuvier, blah, sorry, I didn't mean to blah blah you. I'm terribly sorry, Felicia. Um,
Felicia!
I'm
He's
really,
lost patience with you. He said he loves to talk to everybody on stream, and now he just fucking can't stand reading your messages.
uh, I did that with, Gage's goodbye message too. It was like, it had like a shitload of names there. So I was like, name,
Yeah, it's
name,
like
name.
names. Yeah.
uh,
Hose,
no,
hose, hose.
that I promise you, Felicia, I'm not dismissing your comment whatsoever.
That's a
There was
tremendous lie.
shut up. I just wanted to get to my response quicker, I guess. But yeah, there was a whole lot of confusion about the male voice of the end, and until Mike Pollock just twittered and was like, "Hey, so I've heard a lot of people misattributing the end. Here's my fucking timesheet proving that I did it."
Yeah. Yeah, I guess because, like, the male voice of the end never spoke on its own, and, like, the female voice was so clearly Cindy Robinson, there was no confusion about that.
Yeah, very clearly Cindy Robinson, and the male voice is only really more prominent than the female one during like one small part of the final boss fight. So,
Yeah.
and he
I
doesn't
thought it
he doesn't sound like any voice actor aside from maybe like he does kind of sound like Liam O'Brien, but
Yeah.
is it is it is it always the female voice first? Because I
Yeah.
thought some people said that it was the male voice first sometimes.
Could be in, like, the final boss fight, but, like, throughout the game, the disembodied voice that speaks to you is the female voice,
it's
so.
far more the female voice than the male one. It's always using both, but like 99% of the time it's more predominantly the female voice.
Because I remember when you were fighting the end, the male voice was the predominant one a lot.
Yeah, that's like the only
Yeah.
time.
But then you see, but when I was fighting the end, the female voice was the predominant one a lot.
Like it starts and ends that way, but in the middle of the fight it goes more toward the male voice.
Huh.
uh Wait, that was Mike? Yep. IMDb definitely got it wrong. Let's see, I saw that tweet by Mike Pollock too.
Yeah.
Spidey asks, why is the sky blue? The sky is blue because it is reflecting the sunlight bouncing off of the ocean onto Earth's atmosphere. There you go.
Yep. And Sonic is blue because of the Sega logo.
And he has buckles on his shoes because of Michael Jackson.
Yeah. And his shoes are red because of Santa Claus.
And he has an attitude because of fucking Bill Clinton of all reasons.
All right,
Yeah,
well,
I
here we
mean,
go. Here's my big question, right? We've
Yep.
been looking at this guy all this time, nearly 2 hours long. Brandon said, here's the big question. Why can't he be more like that nice boy Mario?
Why can't he be more like that nice boy Mario?
Little brat.
Yeah. Will Vinny do his stream? He is gonna get back to streaming eventually, but he's given himself time to work with the rebrand of his channel. Uh, so streams are on break right now. That's why I'm doing this right now instead of guesting on his channel. Uh, I'm
his new
I'm
channel will be called Vinesauce 2.
Oh no, it's called Vindo. I sent you the Shadow AI video that he did.
Yeah.
It was good stuff. Uh, Stupid humans. Um, so that's I'm basically when I'm awake because my sleep cycle is absolutely fucked. During the time that Vinny would normally stream, I just to give people who might be familiar with jumping over to his channel, at least have something to, jump over to if they wish. You know, that's why I'm doing this. Felicia says, Vinny, I can't wait for his first stream as Vindo. So glad Opie decided to be merciful Catman and give Vinny back ownership of his channel. What an icon, TBH. I would agree with you, but if you read my comment on that video, you know that Opie fired everyone who wasn't Vinny. So I'm really hoping that that Vinny sees it in his heart to hire all of his old friends back.
Can't believe he legally changed his name to Vindo.
Oh yeah, that part. Oof, yes. Yeah, no, I was just as shocked as everyone else during the performance review the Monday after the last Super Nintendo 64 stream, and Opie was just like, Skull902, I heard you, and quite frankly, I don't think that you complimented my meowing enough. So, bye bye.
Oh man, can't believe he became Donkey.
Yeah, I know. I sent you something on Twitter. Oh, another tweet?
You
Here's
are
my.
nitpicking and biased. I
Yes,
win.
I
Bye
win.
bye.
Bye bye.
I see. I don't usually add people on Discord unless I know them really well. So nothing against you or anything.
It reminds me of the story. It reminds me of the story where I threatened to block you and you said, "Do it, pussy," and I blocked you. And then, like, when I had to re-add you because that removes you as my friend, you almost immediately denied it out of habit.
I remember that. Vindo is a cool name. Yeah, he's got something interesting going on. A nice theme song for his channel and everything. Vindo, do do. Uh, Goodness. I see we did cross the 2 hour mark. So I'm gonna have to take one more question or topic of discussion here, and then I need to start wrapping things up because I do have plans. Get your concerns in now while there's still time. Limited time offer. Call this toll-free number. Infomercial parody.
The toll-free number is, you know, you want to do it. You know you want to do the number. You got a number.
Well, you see,
It's
1-900-490 freak was a toll number though.
yeah. And
It was $2 a
you,
call.
yeah, it was chill as a call. You could lie and say it was a toll free number, and then they would call it and be charged and yell at you. That would be funny.
And then I'd get sued for false advertising and probably go bankrupt.
Yeah, like the fucking toll numbers weren't false advertising, especially the dating services.
I mean, they told you, they gave you a number, and then it's like blah blah cents per minute or per call. The per call ones are the chads for not charging per minute. Uh, and then
But
they
then,
had
like,
they had the text on the screen, so if you're dumb enough to not read the text, then I'm sorry.
But did they say, like, in those ads, they was saying, I'm going to tell you a story. We're going to have a lot of fun. And then you call the numbers, and because they're like, they're per minute, they start talking incredibly slowly so that the minute goes by faster.
I mean, they never said they weren't gonna do that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Um, See, Katie asks, any Valentine's Day plans, and I'll get to that after. KJ Productions says, "Hey Skull, sorry I'm late. Is everything okay?" Yeah, everything's all right. Not to worry. And don't apologize for being late either. It's there's no obligation to watch any of my streams. You're all good, my dude. Um, we're just wrapping things up, I guess. At the tail end of the stream here. Any Valentine's Day plans? Why, yes, Katie. You might have seen on my stream server, I got two streams set up that day.
It's not
The
Valentine's Day, is it? Oh,
Yeah,
it is.
it's
Huh?
February 14th. Uh, the day portion and the night portion of the what I'm calling the Sonic and All Stars Racing Transformed Super Circuit. Uh, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I got a ton of friends interested in participating in the event. So it'll
And
be fun.
friends, and me. I'm not his friend. I'm just there.
I mean, I considered you one, but if you don't think that you are, I'm
Disowned.
I'm
We've
sorry.
been we've been tragically separated.
I don't know what I'm gonna have to do to convince you otherwise, but uh, Trip says hello there, bud. Hi Trip.
Oh, hey
Um,
Trip, you're there right at the end of the stream.
Yeah. So the Sonic and All Stars Racing
don't.
Transformed Super Circuit. Loads of
So
friends.
just before this finishes, and I don't sound like a colossal asshole, this is a continuation of the "You betrayed my friendship" bit from the Mario 3 stream we
I
did with
see.
Georgia.
I
Yeah.
see. Uh, Goodness. Um, just off the top of my head, or actually, I could just go to Discord and look at the event pages because that would be far more conducive to what I'm about to say. Uh, we've got TTP, that's Tails the Prower, Dylan Bradley, my friend Rexy, Shadow Coon, they'll be on the daytime portion. Uh, on the nighttime portion, Rexy and Sonics will be there. Rabid Josh. So it's hopefully going to be a good time. Lots of racing, you know, and hopefully we can all have a good heaping load of fun
I'm
during
going to be
that.
my boys, the Team Fortress guys.
Indeed.
Isn't it crazy that they're in a Sonic racing game?
A little bit.
As a Steam exclusive, it's pretty cool that they thought to do that. Much
And
like
to balance it out, they have wrong sounding voices.
Yeah, they have shitty voices.
was it the original Sonic and All Stars Racing that had Banjo exclusive on Xbox?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's kind of like that, having a platform specific sort of thing going on. I think it's a nice little touch.
Mario was supposed to be on the Wii U one, and then they said no to that because it would muddy the Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games brand.
It's
Which makes
fucking
all the
Nintendo.
sense because they're also both in the Smash Brothers games, and that it doesn't seem to sully the brand any, you know.
Well, you see, if we're making the game, uh, Nintendo be Nintendo, I guess. So yeah, that's going on February 14th, and whatnot. So it should be nice and fun. But yeah, guys. Sorry to have to cut things off so soon into the Q&A sesh, but again, I have plans that I really really need to attend to. So yeah. Um, I hope that you guys enjoyed the Double Trouble sort of Sonic One uh, bit here. I had fun playing and commentating and talking with you guys and all that. Um, I don't know when I'm gonna stream next or what it's gonna be, but I'll try to train my Pokemon for the Silver Run, and all that. We'll see where we are the next time I stream, but you know. I hope that you all enjoyed this one and look forward to seeing more and whatnot.
Of course, yes. So come to the skull902 channel this February 14th for the Sonic and All-Stars Racing Extravaganza, and February 33rd for the time where Brandon reveals his address to everybody.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you to February 33rd, which isn't even a real day. All right, guys. Rapid Josh, thank you so much for hopping in.
Yep.
Yeah, of course.
And yeah, until next time, everybody. I have been skull902.
I'm
Uh,
Rabbit.
I'm Josh.
Thank you for watching and have yourselves a wonderful day. Bye bye.